Good morning, everyone. My name is George Kosch, and today is Friday, the 22nd of January. Here we are, right in the middle of our major selling season. We now have, the new president all settled in, and everything's a go. So the whole year is moving forward, as well as sales. Our system is getting better and better every week, and I'm happy to be here every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time to answer your questions, to be your sponsor, to give you demos of anything you want to see. If you have any questions or anything, go ahead and just chat them in. I've got a chat system over here that I can access, and we just go from there. So got a lot of stuff to cover today, which is really good. A little bit about myself. Again, I'm George Kosch, CEO of Worldprofit. I got out of the military quite a few years ago, actually, about 28 years ago. I went to military college, which was for the university and officer training. Got out and flew jets, was a jet instructor pilot for about 6 of my 10 years in. Took early retirement because I thought, I'm going to try something different. Self-taught myself how to do the web stuff. I was a database programmer before, but databases back then, I don't know what you could call them, but they weren't very good. And what I did online was I just realized that databases are powering the internet. And let's face it, that's, you put stuff in, get stuff out, you can search, you can do everything. It's all databases. So it made good for me becoming a programmer. The way to get started in the program, number one, the most important thing is get and stay on lesson number 3. Now, lesson number 3 is going to teach you not only how to get your bonuses, but how to get started in the program itself. Everything is there, just got to scroll down the page a little, and that'll take you to the details that you need. The video is very important to watch. It's under training on your top menu, and the reason it's so important is because it gets you going on and everything. It teaches you about setting your profile up, getting ready with your website, email, kind of a orientation. And it's going to point you to another video just below it about how to do the safeless exchanges, posting. The whole concept of what we're trying to teach you is we want you to become what your sponsor is, which is a person that's promoting, a person that is out there sending out ads and things like that you filled out a form for, and you came into Worldprofit and you decided to upgrade. That's how it works. It's always worked that way. It's you might be led to believe otherwise, but basically a business is formed by generation of leads, and those leads are generated through free, giving away things to people. And once you do that, you start to realize they opt in, they get on a newsletter, the associate newsletter, and then we go from there. And we handle all of that. You don't need to worry about, what do I do? What do I send people after they sign up? We take care of all of that for you. And of course, we have the Live Business Center, which is always online. And people are actually grabbing at monitor slots so that they can be in the Live Business Center and represent Worldprofit and our business. Support is available all the time. We're open support as well as the Live Business Center for help if you need it. We're always here. You just have to fill out a support ticket. We get back to all of them. The big thing though, and this is so important, is get and use Gmail for your business emails. If you don't, you'll regret it. I know you will. Already today I've already sent out bounce notices to 2 people using Yahoo. The only reason they're getting a bounce notice is because Yahoo blocks business communications. And they might say they don't, but they do for the most part. So you're kind of like, hit and miss with Yahoo and Comcast and all of these sites like Hotmail. Gmail, they put a lot of stuff in the spam folder, but you can take it out and say, don't do that again. And Gmail won't. So that's really cool that they accept all the email, they put some in spam, and you say, nope, that's okay, and I have videos and everything to show you if you need help with that. Okay? Proof of the program. Very simple. You're here. I get quite a chuckle out of associates that come into the Live Business Center and say, does this work? And you go, you're here because it works. You responded to an ad that one of our members sent out. So yeah, it works. So I heard that this, this doesn't work. Okay, well, as you're saying that it works, you're here. Okay, so that's usually, I just get a laugh out of that. We don't get that a lot anymore. We used to, but most people starting to figure it out that, yeah, you got to work hard to make money online. And making money is done through the generation of leads. And it's done with a professional website and tools. You go up to a carpenter these days and you say, do you use a hammer and nails? And they look at you like, what? A hammer? What's that? I have a nail gun. Right? So they have the tools to do the job more efficiently. Right? You don't sit there with a saw anymore. You have a table saw. These are just things that you discover by coming to Worldprofit and seeing that we have all of these different tools that you can use to make your life easier and more efficient when it comes to promoting. Always remember, our Live Business Center is for you. It's staffed by monitors who are members just like you, and they're there volunteering their time. Some of them volunteer a tremendous amount of time, but they're there because they know what's going on and they understand how the process works. You will find as you go through things and as you're promoting, the ad tracker is your friend. I had somebody say, well, what happens if there's blanks, blank space and all this? It's like, don't worry about that. Just make sure that you're seeing results. That just means that people are clicking on your ads. Nowadays we have the Brave browser, we've got VPNs, we've got turn off my cookies, turn them on, 50 different security systems. The only thing that we absolutely track is the click when somebody goes to the site. So the ad tracker is there to say, yes, you're doing this right. We send out a newsletter every single day to all of the associates that you bring in, so you don't need to worry about auto-responding to them or sending them anything other than your affiliate programs. If you're involved in an affiliate program, by all means, we have Prospect Manager and all of the tools in there to help you out. Cool tools on the top menu is for software that really helps you move along. Jitbit, Roboform, any password organizer, and Postbox email, which I'm going to use today to show you a few things with our new system that we're announcing. Link Manager, Link Magic are awesome tools to help you along and make you more efficient and make your promotions faster. What are today's topics? Well, the big thing, welcome to all new and most importantly, returning members. We have a tremendous amount of members returning to us for whatever reason. They could have had time off work, they could have been sick, as you know. That's a big deal. For whatever reason, we always welcome back new members, our returning members. Fantastic to see that. So welcome to everyone. Again, I want to reiterate how to get your bonuses. Very important to understand that on lesson 3, and I'll just pull up my browser here right now and show you on lesson 3 where you want to go. You just want to scroll down a little where it says Internet Marketing, Safe List Exchanges, Classified Ads, Facebook. It will say, here's how you get your bonuses. It's as simple as copying and pasting this right down below. Okay, so you just copy that to your clipboard, paste it in there because this is a support form, and submit it. And you will get your bonuses. But your bonuses are no good unless you know how to promote. That's why we get you up to the training here, start training here, or for everyone, click here to get started. That's your friend. That's going to take you back to the main video, and it's going to take you down here to the video on safe lists and traffic exchanges and how they work. Okay? Really, really important stuff here because it's going to get you started and get you settled into the member area. Okay? Here's a good question. You know, what do associate members see? What do they get? How does it all work? Well, I know many of you, obviously all of you were associates when you started, but how do you remember, you know, what's going on? So the best thing to do is you can go up here and say associate, and it will take you to a bunch of information about the associate program, and you'll see that if you scroll down, there's some videos down here. Of course, I should have typed in associate members. There are all kinds of videos on associates, but let's go up here and I'm going to just type in associate members. Membership. Let's see what that gets me. I think that's what it was. You've got silver membership presentation right here. And there should be associate members. Down here, look at all this stuff. So silver member, this is a big one here. This is going to teach them what it looks like. And there's also a tour video down here. I know there's a lot of stuff. Bottom line is associate tour, I think is a good one, maybe? No. You can also go to Worldprofit Tube. There's some videos up here, associate area tour. Let's see if Google finds something. There we go, Worldprofit show home tour. You probably don't want to do that one. You can search in here. The big thing though, and I want to take you back to the associate area, is if your associates are saying to you, you know, I just don't know, give me a video on how to use all of this stuff. Well, number one, they're going to get a information video about, in their email, about the whole area, how it all works and everything like that. But there's also 35 reasons to upgrade here. They're going to get video information, everything in here. Okay, so there's a lot of information on what they get, and there's also the free program. They can look in here. There's an associate area tour and help video. Okay, and that one again just takes them to the whole deal on everything about their what they get, how they navigate around. In other words, they're overloaded with this information if they log in. Okay, and that's super important, is that get them back to the member area. And if they want to know, you know, this, that, and the other thing, just say, well, there's a lot of videos and a lot of information in there. Check your email that you got when you signed up. And they will get all the information that they need. They can then order the platinum, order this or that. So all of these things are included in these videos for them. Okay, so if they have any problems, your best bet is always to send them back to say log in, okay? And then that should help you out. The big thing, have them check their email. The welcome letter is so good. It sends them everything in like a few short lines, and especially the video tour, and that's a big one, okay? Email commander. This is a big one because you've got to follow these instructions. I've had a couple of people really struggle with going into, for example, Mailgun and also SendGrid. Now, what you want to do in Email Commander, and I'm just going to click on the advanced menu here, Email Commander, and you're going to get these keys and things all by going in and booking your account and then watching the setup video. These things are very, very important. Okay, so make sure that you do that, and you can see some details here on how it all works. And once it's set up and going, it's awesome. You get much better delivery. Do you have to pay? Initially, they give you a couple of credits to try the system out with. But what I've found is some people are thinking that, well, I could just send, you know, my prospect emailer every single day, every hour of every day, and it'll just won't use up all the credits. Well, it will. So you need to rely on your member area in each of these things to enable you to monitor your credits and your and your balance of credits. This was not designed by me for massive bulk emailings. Okay, you can do those through our server, which is included in the prospect emailer and the newsletter sender. These were really designed for your prospect manager letters and things like that so that they get to the inbox. Okay? And you can integrate, as Jessica's asking, SendGrid or Mailgun or Turbo SMTP. Those can be integrated into your autoresponder. It's totally up to you, but they once you activate them in here, you can find them in your autoresponder as options. Okay? Do you need this? Absolutely not. These are advanced tactics, okay, that are used by people that have been with us for many months. You don't need to do this stuff, okay? There are certain things that I kind of put on the advanced tab, and that's one of them. But it's there for you if you want to use it, okay? And yes, it's included in the silver membership, but you have to go sign up for it through those different sites, okay? Be very wary of this one. This happened to one of our members. It happens probably once a week, is you'll receive leads. You know, you pay for a solo. Okay, so you go out and you buy a solo from some solo ad company. Could be on Fiverr, could be something you found on Google. And suddenly, all these people are signing up. And the things that you want to watch for are the fact that, generally speaking, people don't just sign up one after another and only have first names. This recent one was everybody signed up with no capital letters on their first or last name. Now I can understand that if one person signs up, but they all did. So you know that you're being suckered, okay? That people don't do that. You don't have 50 people sign up and they got lowercase names. The other thing is you'll see their IP address is, they're repeating every now and then over and over, and you're like, well, hang on a minute, how can two people be at the same, I get it, two people live at the same house, fine, but what are the odds of seeing that 25 times? So you have to, and Linda, get your refund because they're not real. So the way that you know you're getting good, solid leads is when they sign up and they are registering, they're coming into the member area, they're logging in, and if you're sending them information on your associate programs that you're in, your affiliate programs that you're in, they would respond and do things. In other words, they move around. And the way to tell is in your member area, when you click under training, for example, you can see your sponsored associates here. And you can see what they're doing, if they're registering, if they're, the activity here, and go from there. Okay, so who's logged in is a big one too. And again, there's videos in these areas that you can watch. That'll help you out. Okay, like a help video here. You can see activity. And it'll tell you who's logging in and who's registering and all these things. Okay, so you can keep a close eye on that. And Brian Armstrong, that's a very, very good point. You call up the New York Times. Hi, New York Times, I want to run an ad in your paper. Could you send me a copy or point me to where your paper is? And they go, absolutely not. Okay, well, I'm not going to advertise it if you won't show me the paper. No, we won't. And you will get that from solo providers. Hi, Mr. Solo, yes? I would like to get on your list because I want to buy a solo ad from you. And they go, oh, no, that's private information. Oh, well, how'd you get all the other people on your list then? If you're going to send a solo, well, who are you sending to? What do they do, pay? So Brian, absolutely. If you can't get on their list, don't buy, run. Okay? YouTube channel. I don't need to tell you how to get a YouTube channel. You can go to Google and you can type in how to get a YouTube channel. You can go through and use Google for what it was meant for too, especially Facebook, Google, YouTube, and things like that. You can get memberships and start marketing yourself and your brand by doing videos just like I'm doing right now. A really good program that I use is right up in the member area under Cool Tools. Right here. And it is way down here. There's a couple, there's actually a few. Animoto is great for doing videos. Placeit is awesome. Again, Placeit has everything, videos, logos, graphics, you name it. I showed that last week. And down here is Snagit. This is my favorite one. I've used this for about 10 years now, maybe longer, probably 15. It's great for doing captures and videos and everything. So if you really want to go high end, you could do Camtasia. But these are really good programs to get yourself out there, to do Instagram. I mean, you want to do Instagram postings, you can use this program right here called Placeit. It's fantastic for that. Animoto, again, give it a try. Like, these are wonderful places. If they have an affiliate program, by all means join it. I doubt it. Things like Animoto, Placeit, I'm not sure if they do or not. But anyways, I just sign up for these. I don't promote them at all. I just tell people, like on my videos, hey, go for these places. Okay, so they're fantastic for that. Again, you can use Worldprofit Graphic Studio too for these things. We've got it all. I mean, there's no way that you're not going to have the ability to come up with like a channel graphic, YouTube channel graphic. You can even build that with Worldprofit's Graphic Studio. WordPress blogs are amazing. All I can do is point you to this area here, WordPress hosting. We host WordPress blogs. If you like to kind of get more HTML-y and stuff like that, we have Website Plus. You can book a domain name and get it set up on your blog if you want. And we have cPanel hosting where you can set up your own blog and manage it. Okay, so basic, advanced are these two. Okay, so this WordPress blogs are, again, just absolutely cool because you go to your blog and it opens up a whole new world of not only promotion but postings and the lazy blogger and just so much stuff. If you're thinking to yourself, wow, there's so much stuff, what Worldprofit is all about is building a business online. We're not a business opportunity. We're a provider of training and hosting, as well as how to generate leads and, of course, earn income online. And we have been doing this, again, for over 26 years now. Okay? So getting into blogging and everything is actually pretty basic because there's so much information out there on how to do it. But it's fantastic and very rewarding to do blogging. It really is. And again, we host the blog. We set it up for you. And as long as you maintain your membership, we maintain the hosting for it with no charge. Okay, so Mitchell John says, I ended up on Rotate for All as part of Worldprofit. I tried to get my website, came up my domain name with a different ID. That's something you'll have to handle with Rotate for All. Contact their support. Okay, and Bobby Joe says, can we record our meeting in the new meeting center? Yeah, if you want, you would be able to do that using Snagit under Cool Tools. Ideally, what I do is I have another computer running that does the recording for me. Okay, so like a notebook computer or something, set up Snagit on that, and then just go to where your meeting is and start recording it. Snagit's great because you can trim, you can, you know, just too many things. It's really, really amazing. So I wanted to tell you about the fact that your package as a silver member comes with stores, right? We have a ClickBank store, eBay, Fiverr, Amazon. These are stores that are, again, require some setup time, of course. We've got Amazon Store Builder, eBay Store Builder, Fiverr Store, ClickBank Store. Now we have a new kid on the block called the PLR and Ebook Store. And I wanted to show you what it's going to say. And this is open now. It's completely free. We used to charge $200 a year for this storefront. So I was asked about it by many people, not really asked about the store, but I was asked, can we sell products in the PLR product vault to people out there? And I said, well, you'll have to set up the site yourself individually and all that. Well, when you get 50 questions about it, we thought, well, you know what? We used to have the PLR product store, and it was a big hit, but it did cost money. So what we've done is I just retooled it, and it's a little bit of a late Christmas present, but all silver and platinum members, you get this. It's completely free. All you have to do is go to this area, and we'll send out emails about it, and click a couple buttons and it's done. The big thing that we did, which was kind of cool, and I want to explain this to you. So if you're sleeping, wake up, because I've solved the problem, and this is a big problem. They're called buy buttons. If you have a shopping cart program, it has to be tied into payment gateways by a programmer. It's very, very difficult to do because shopping carts change prices. When you add things, price change. So you can't have one button. You'd have to have a button that changes all the time. So I thought to myself, that's very, very tough to do. I'm not doing that because then you get to set all kinds of things up and everybody's got to jump through hoops. So I thought, why not make it so that people can pick 10 products and pay $24.95 set? So I set the system to that. And again, it's free. You're not paying for setting this up. So if somebody orders something for $24.95, good for you. You just need one button though. That's my favorite part. Because the price is set to $24.95 for up to 10 products. Okay? So when you get here, all you got to do is click this button. You see this one at the bottom? Click. And it'll say, we prepared your store. Finalize the store setup, and the magic happens. Store's done, it's set. Normally you won't see any of this. That'll just be empty, of course. And it'll look like this. Okay, so what's the store look like? How does it function? Well, number one, you can click on here and see what the store looks like. There's two versions of the store. And what I did was, I'm just going to close some tabs here. Let's close off some tabs. You've got a PLR store version, which are identical within your site. And then you've got a standalone open one. I'll just show you what it looks like. It's easier to just show these things. So when I go to georgekosch.com/PLR store, after I've set it up, it's going to paint the store. It's going to load all the products in, and people can come in here and they can see, select any 10 products for only $24.95. Simple, easy. We will email you download links after we confirm the order. So you see, this is really cool. People come in, they add to the cart. Their cart, you can tell I've been doing this already. So my cart loads up, and rather than go and loading stuff up, tells what they've got in, right? This and this and this. We can add another thing here. They can search and take their time. And as they load their cart up, the cart loads up, they can see their cart here anytime, and they can remove things. So totally easy. I don't want that one anymore. I do want this one. It shows the prices. It also says, hey, this is your total, but guess what? You're going to save this much here, right? 55 bucks. It's $24.95. They can continue shopping, or they can register here to pay. Now this is the neat part. This is the neat part. This is me sort of saying to myself, how are you going to handle all these people coming in here? Is it going to get confusing? Well, it's $24.95. They click here and it's going to show them payment instructions. Well, the first thing that you do is, of course, you're in here and you can set up your buttons for the $24.95, but you don't have to. If you don't, what happens is when they register to order, it just comes up and says, oh, we're going to email you instructions. Does that make sense? Because you're going to get an email when somebody registers. And it'll tell you the products they have and everything, but never mind that, I'll just do it and I'll show you what I mean. So when they register here, George No Pay, that means there's no payment system set up, and it's George, I'm just going to go George Kosch at Gmail, georgekosch1 at gmail.com, and FC3F. And this is really just to stop bots from scanning and doing all that crazy stuff they do. So when they register, the owner will be in contact with you by email shortly to complete the transaction. So this is like the default if there are no pay buttons. If there was a pay button there, which, and again, you're going to get an email with all of this. I've got my email set up here. And it'll come into your main email here, which again, if I scroll down here, let me see if I can go down here, registration package. And so as the owner, this is what I get. It says customers pick some products, George No Pay from there, and these are the products that he's got, and you can go directly in and see the orders. And in my help video, I tell you where it is. It's under website management, PLR store and everything. So rather than do that, I'm just going to go back to my area to show you where you can go. Product orders. And you can tell I've been playing with this. George No Pay is up here. He hasn't had anything delivered. But here's the neat part. And this is, again, I wanted to make it so that you can do a lot of cool things with this. You can just give the guy the products. You could have made a deal with them and said, hey, if you sign up for my affiliate program, go to my PLR store. It's on the house. Pick 10 things, pick 5 things, pick 12 things. I'll send them to you with my compliments. Or you can wait patiently because you'll get another email from whatever payment processor that you picked. You can see the products here, and you can click here to send them a download link immediately to this email. And I'll do that. And you'll see it puts in a date delivered in here. The download links are beautiful. This is just for you to see. I mean, you can send them this link if you want. It lasts for 7 days. And these are the things that I pick. Very professional because I'm sending them back to your website. Okay? And you can use this to close sales in any affiliate program that you're in. Okay? You can make deals with people. You do whatever you want with this system. It's your system. It's your store. Just like if you owned a real store and somebody came into it and they said, hey, I've got these 5 items, and you say, hey, you know what, that one's free. You can have that one, no problem. Okay? You can tell them to pick 20 items and pay $24.95. As long as they know that when they come to your store. They can download all they want, and we go from there. Okay? The other thing is the manual orders. You can set somebody up to have a manual order. George manual order. And you put George Kosch 1 at gmail.com. Pick whatever products you want to send them. Do those ones there and deliver, and it's good to go. You can see it under product orders here. George manual order right here. It says it was manually entered and not from the web. Same old, same old. You don't want to, this one timed out or something, you could just remove it. It's gone. No problem. Okay, so let's talk about PayPal and buttons before we go to here. Say I do want to charge money. Okay, I want to put a button code in here like PayPal or Coinbase. Well, I just happen to have Coinbase up. And this is just an example of one site. This could be PayPal, this could be coin payments, this could be Stripe, whatever allows you to set up a button to accept payment. And I'm not going to go into them all because I don't even know them. There must be 50 different places now that allow you to accept payments by creating a button. I've already created a button here. I mean, you can create a checkout by this, sell a product, put in your name, my PLR bundle, and you can give a description, 10 products for only $24.95. Right, enter the price, $24.95, and you can put up an image for the button if you want, which I won't do. We go next, and I want to collect their full name and email, which also helps, right? So I know who they are, and done. And then it'll say, here's your link, or you can embed this. So when they give you this weird stuff, you copy it like this. Here's the neat part, and this is why I did the editor. Go up in here, click on the source button, paste, buy with crypto. Now you can change this. You could say purchase my package, click here. You could put a button in here. You know what I'm saying? You can do so many different things with this, but here's the bottom line is once you've updated the settings, it will now show up when somebody registers to purchase something. Okay, so when they go in and they decide that they want to do their purchase here, say that I head back to just the PLR store here, and I come in and my cart's loaded up with stuff, and I register George Pay with Bitcoin. I'll use my favorite email, georgekosh1@gmail.com, and 64Y7. Register to purchase, buy with crypto, and again, you could put a nice button in there or something like that. Click, and off they go. Oh, you want to do a jump? Sorry about that. You got to do a target equals blank on there. So let me just do that. So in here, you want to go edit, and just say target a new window, because some payment buttons will work. Don't get me wrong, some payments will work. But some don't like when you stay inside the frame. Okay, so again here, we can just go back, hit refresh maybe, and it'll let me try again. G, Kosch, good enough. And it looks like a T. 8C, and a J. And don't worry, if they get the captcha wrong, it keeps everything, the cart never goes away until they declare and buy with crypto, and then there you go. It says $24.95, and that kind of thing. And you should test these buttons too, just like I did, right? Oh, it doesn't work. Generally, you just want the target to take them to a new page. That's all, because then their security is being used. Okay? So you can do this too, Brian. This is in the help video, and this is really cool. You can say, or use PayPal. You could just type stuff out in here too. That's why I wanted the editor. https://paypal.me/Worldprofit. That's another one that you can do. So you go in here, and you copy it, and then of course you do the link there, and I would send them to a new link to new window, and there you go. Isn't that cool? So I'm not going to go through that one, but it takes them to a PayPal form. All right. So really good stuff here. Sky's the limit. The sky is the limit with this thing. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. Now over here, there is an open, this is just a full page version of the store. So imagine that I've just taken the wrapper away and I've said here. So you can send somebody to this if you want to. It's on your website, George Kosch, PLR Store 1, and then they can go through and they can do their cart and everything like that. They can do their payments, they can add stuff to their cart and everything like that. Okay, again, it's all in the help video. Everything's in my help video that I did for you. Here's another interesting thing is if you want to put an associate sign-up form, click here, update. And now when they go to your store, and I'm just going to start I need an auto tab closer. You can see here it says, would you like a store like this? Details here, and find out how you can have a store, and they'll sign up as a Worldprofit associate under you. Okay? And again, they can go through this catalog. You know, there's 400 items, man. They're everywhere. Okay? And finally, down here, you can add to your website. If you want to have a link on your website, and you don't know how to do links, you're just kind of like, I just want a link to appear. You can click set it up, and it'll automatically put it on that under opportunities, which at any time that you want, you just go to website management, and you can go in and you can modify those links. Okay, totally up to you. And finally, if you want to place the code on other sites, there's some iframe code here for you. All you have to do is copy this. You can paste it on your WordPress blog. You can't paste it on Facebook or anything like that. It would only be like on Website Plus too. Yeah, Website Plus would be no problem at all. It's just an iframe tag. So you create a site page and then you put the iframe tag on it. And I'm only speaking to you that way because I'm assuming that if you have Website Plus, you know what you're doing with code and stuff. That way you can do that. Okay, so it's there. All of this is, very straightforward, but extremely powerful, because with the manual order and your ability to totally control this with the payment stuff here, you can use any payment system you want. And Don, yeah, quick, easy, you just click, and you get your store. And you can tell associates, associates might come and say, well, so how does this happen? As soon as you upgrade to silver, your store's set up in under, 5 seconds? What's it take, 5 seconds to set it up? Okay, so, and the orders are the same. They go until there's like 20 orders, and then you get some navigation. You can search orders. Your order ID is your friend. So say that you had 50 orders in here, or 100. You just search and it'll just, oops, sorry, I will fix that. Of course, right? There had to be something that went wrong. I'll fix the search button. It will search and find your order IDs and everything. Since I retooled this system, I removed some stuff from the old system, and stupid thing. Anyways, I'll fix that. There's always something that goes wrong. The cool part about this, though, is it's just that easy to set up. Okay, it just takes a few seconds to set up. Okay, are there any questions about that? And yeah, by all means, if you want to add banners and things to it, I mean, you got to remember this is within your site too, right? Like you're in here, so you've got all of your stuff here already. I had contemplated a header image. If you folks think that you would like that, we can do that. I can modify things too, right? I can add things. This is just. Again, I use the word retooled because this used to exist, but not anywhere near as like this. Okay? Yes, even a geek can make a mistake, absolutely. Yeah, a week ago, I didn't think I could do it, but a week went by and, well, to actually create the whole system took a long, long time. PLR product vault, again, this is the power behind this thing. Your PLR product vault under freebies here, again, has so many different uses. You can create squeeze pages, you can download the products, you can search for them, you can learn from them. Okay, you can give these away to people to do things like sign up for your affiliate programs. Very, very important. Okay, so I was asked a question, this isn't on my slides, but I was asked a question about all of these different sites. When you go to your traffic injections and we ask you to sign up for SafeList Extreme, all these different things, how do you make money promoting those? Well, the multi-commission system is where I send people. It ties all of our sites into one commission. Believe it or not, it does. So anybody that you bring into any of these sites through the promotion link up here and they purchase or they upgrade goes to you and you get 20 or 40% commissions on the sales. We have people upgrading constantly in these sites. We have people buying credits. We have people buying solos. So if they come in through your promotion, which is really cool to just look at, you're set. And just an example, this is what it looks like. They can come and they can sign up into any or all of them. All right. You might think, well, is there a way for them to just sign up all at once? Well, we've done that in the past, and people don't know what they've signed up for. You know what I'm saying? It's just very confusing. So people will come and say, well, I want to sign up for this one, and I want to sign up for this one, which is fine. They go under you, and everything is controlled in your multi-commission system, and you can see your details down here about your account. You can upgrade, change, well, everything's free. As a silver member, you get upgraded in all of these sites. You just have to remember lesson 3, how to get your bonuses. It always goes back that way. You'll see you'll be upgraded and everything. And your associates who come in also can order these things. They can upgrade. That's where the upgrades come from. Okay, they come in there. You can see your downline, anybody that signed up under you through your link. Okay, it's all controlled centrally in this area. Okay, so somebody asked me about that, and I said, well, just go there, get your notepad out, take notes. There's a lot of stuff going on in there, but the simple thing is send them to the link. Let them sign up. Everything else, let the system handle it. You don't need to do anything other than promote. Okay, so, and then it just happens. You'll get emails if people sign up under you, all of that good stuff. Okay. Special notes for monitors. I might be doing some monitor training if you folks want it. I don't know what to offer you. You guys are all doing like an incredibly great job. Linda is the monitor supervisor, and she's taking care of all the training. Big thing for monitors to always remember is stick to the script. There's a script for a reason, and it's very important that you stick to it and you listen to what Linda Elsie asks you to do. Okay, so you can see that there's a monitor script right here. Okay, it's the second one down. Nobody sees this except for monitors. Okay, so there's a monitor script. It'll pop up and you can read through it. You can have it emailed to yourself. You can email it. Don't need to put your email address in. It'll automatically know what it is, and it'll send that to you. Okay, so very important to know that. Okay, are there any questions about anything so far? The secret of getting ahead is getting started. That's exactly right. That's our quote for the day. Okay, are there any questions from anyone? I see we have a packed room. Go ahead and ask me any questions that you need. And while you're thinking about that, we're going to talk about Platinum, VIP upgrade, 40% commissions as opposed to 20. You get the graphics studio included. Autoresponder, which I don't talk about very often because it's the same as Aweber, it's the same as GetResponse, but easier to use. It also works with all of our landing pages. Okay, so they're there to use. ClickBank Superstore, Sales Manager, again, more stores are included, Advanced Ad Tracker, and 18 traffic injections per month. You also get the Platinum VIP bonus area. If you're interested, you see how it says contact support here, but there's also another way to do it, and that is by, you're going to see a button up here that says Platinum Upgrade. So you can click on that, and you can fill out the form there. We will have also, for the monitors, so the monitors know this weekend we're going to set up buttons for people to prepay for a year of silver. Okay, so that they could pay the instead of the monthly payments, you could just click a button and pay for the whole year, and we'll renew them for a year. Or they can renew at the platinum level for a full year, which will include the upgrade. We're going to have those buttons in there for them. Okay, not everybody will see those buttons. It's mostly going to be to people who are new and who are paying the monthly payments for each. Okay, and they'll be able to do all of that. Will Taylor says, does the lazy blogger poster go to your website blog? Only if you put the information into it. And by that I mean, if we go to the lazy blogger here, what you need to do is fill out this information right here. And this all uses a program called Jetpack. Okay, so right here, Jetpack is for WordPress. And for Google Blogger, okay, you do it through, it's built in, they'll give you an address to email you to, same with Tumblr. What you're looking for is the ability to post by email. And what you'll do is you'll enter the secret email address in here. You say what kind of blog it is, mostly WordPress. Enter the name of the blog and the URL. These are just for you to have. And no, that one, you want to just go to it and post to it, because it's built into the system. So you would just go to your website here and go to your website blog and post away in there. George, how can you get each HTML code for an opt-in form that can be placed on your WordPress blog? What you can do is you can view the source code if you want for any of the forms. I think in website management I used to have some form code down here somewhere. Right here. If you look at the bottom, this is for advanced users. Okay, so this is form code here that you can manipulate for any of your blog opt-in pages or anything like that. But again, you want to make sure that you know what you're doing. You don't need to use the whole thing. You can just use this form action here. Is very important. And that should be an S on there. I'll make sure that I put the S on that. Form code. Update form code. Just make sure you put the S on there. Form code. Not many people request this. That's why it's not like in an obvious place, because I don't want to confuse people, because they'll say, do I need to do this? Do I have to be a coder? You know, and then they ring the refund bell. I don't want to do this anymore. George says, no, you don't need to do this. This is all just super advanced stuff. However, these are your, again, you don't need to worry about these. I'll update this. You can put those in. Those are just blank fields. But this, and you can see you do need your first name, which is just name now. This just is name and email. You can leave this whole form though, it still works. The only thing I would recommend is putting the S on here. But I promise you I'll fix this. It takes me like 5 minutes and then you're going to be all set. I'll get rid of all of the table width and everything too. I'm just going to put the form action and the code that you need. Okay? Exactly. This is the same thing as the Aweber form. But I'll modernize this and make it look better for you. Okay, but it's there. Yeah, you can sign up associates using that code. Yeah, don't worry, Earl. You can manipulate this if you want. If you know what you're doing, which you probably do, you know what I mean. You should put the referrer in by hand if you want. You just type it in so you know where they came from, right? Whatever the URL is. Okay. And I got there through, again, the homepage of website management. You just scroll to the bottom. Form code for advanced users. It's kind of hidden down there. Okay. Are there any other questions? Yes, Luther, Website Plus. What you want to do is you want to go to MobiRise. You can type in MobiRise in Google, and they have, there's, my phone just lit up, because I said the word Google, right? Hey, Google. Hi, I have nothing today. Go to sleep. Go to MobiRise in Google, and they have a whole bunch of videos to get you started on how to use it, it's a super awesome but complex system. Okay, so it's more advanced. Okay, Mary had a question. I saw that too. Let me scroll up here. Let me pull up my little chat window here. And Mary says, the meeting center says I have 2 hosts, including myself. Will there be a video for each of us? Yes. Yes, there will be. You guys are seeing a little black screen there. That's just my chat. It's easier for me to see. And I can get rid of it. Okay? What I urge you to do again, Mary, is if you have another computer, play around with it to get used to it. We recently had a big Zoom meeting, and it was one of those ones where they wanted you to register for it, and then the system wouldn't send you an email, but the person would. And I thought, oh, okay, so I never got the email saying here's your Zoom link and everything, because the media out there made everybody believe that Zoom was some horrible, awful thing, and people are hacking and all this crap. And honestly, it's just, you give people the link that you want to come in, and then you approve them as they come in. So anyways, what my point is, play with the system as a guest, and if you can, if you have 2 computers, play around with it and just see how it looks from both points of view. It's going to take you a couple hours to sort of, get your head wrapped around how it all works. But you can use your phone if you want as the guest and stuff like that. Highly recommend a tablet. The meeting center is very easy because you don't need to load software, because I made it for basic use. Okay, it wasn't made to show, like a service of, you're doing some training with 400 people or something. If you want to do that, you're better off using Zoom or Google Meeting or Skype or Facebook or YouTube. Okay, those are the big ones, right? For those huge, ceremonies and weddings or whatever you want to pipe out to people, you're better off using Zoom. And again, Google Meeting or all these. I created this so that it's on your website, just like the PLR store, so people see it's professional. It's like, yeah, it's on my website. It's under my control, and that kind of a thing. All right. And Mike Green says, that's a good question, Mike. I'm glad you asked that. Where is the link for the new store? Well, number 1, I've added it under my menu if you want. Click on Manage Menu, and that way you never have to look for it again. So you can see the link is PLR Product Store right here, which I'm going to do. PLR and Ebook Store. PLR Store, you name it whatever you want. I'm just going to leave it that way and save it. And that way I can see it whenever I want. Down in here, PLR Store should show up right here. So that's one way to get to it. You can just program it in. The other way is under Website Management. So if you have the classic menu, you just go to Website Management, and it should be, if you have the classic menu, you want to go down here under Website Management. Scroll down and you'll find it in here somewhere, PLR and Ebook Store. It's also under Moneymakers. And you'll see it down here, PLR and Ebook Store. Okay, so those are the ways to find it. If you're using the modern menu, I put it under Website Management here, PLR and Ebook Store for you. And Bobby Joe, is that for the meeting center? If it is, you just have to turn that on in your meeting center. So I think I have that on my menu here. Let's see if I have meeting center in here. There it is, meeting center. You have to turn on the desktop sharing. It's down here. registration, screen share mode right here. So you have to turn it on. Make sure that's on. Okay. And then you'll see it come up. I can't go in it right now because I'm on video. Ideally, you don't want to be doing a presentation when you're trying to show somebody the video because it won't load. Okay. Again, the meeting center is your friend if you take your time with it and go through it. And somehow, some way, you have to say to yourself, I'm not going to get this in the first hour. It's just the way it works, with everything. It's just, if you put the time into these things, it really pays off. I'm going to get back into flying, and I bought Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I have it on my laptop, a very powerful laptop, and I have my, the Quest set and everything like that. And I've spent 2 to 3 hours on it, and with 27 years of computing time, I still have another month to learn how this thing works. There are a million buttons. I have a joystick and a throttle. Each one has 15 buttons on each one. But up here, I said to myself, give it a month to just even get into it, right? There's so many controls, there's so many things. Now, I'm a pilot. I've got almost 2,500 hours of time flying jets. So I know the flying part, but it's a software that's so challenging, right? Here's your thrust, here's the speed parking brake, here's the camera views and all that. So when you come to the meeting center, take this as a project, okay? Because it's so good when you master it. Same thing with the prospect manager, newsletter senders, all of these things are wonderful, but they do take time. That's why we want you to be with us for a decade or two, okay? Because there's a lot of stuff to learn. And yeah, like Sandy Hunter is saying, my menu is extremely time-saving, very time-saving, because you could put your favorite stuff in here. Okay, so I might even make this button a little bit more, my menu up here. I'm not sure. I might make that into a little icon type button.